We are live. Now we are going to talk about SEO pricing. I think that is like the most uncomfortable topic for SEOs. And I know, like I was there, I was so uncomfortable. Now it's, I think, my favorite topic. And this like SEO pricing, it seems like a sex in the relationships. Like this is something that we are not talking about. We're not talking about like with the other SEO freelancers, like that is something that we are just like hiding from everyone. And then of course when we need to present that offer to the client, like it's so uncomfortable. I think we are more ready to go to work for free or like with cheap hourly rates, like just like to avoid this uncomfortable feeling. Now I'm going to talk about how to set up the real pricing to really be happy with that, to really feel this fulfillment and not regretting, because I know that like you, me, all of the SEO freelancers, I think we are regretting the price after first month, because in the first place we put like so low and we didn't feel comfortable to pricing like even better. And then, like we stuck up with the 10 plus SEO clients not being happy with that, and like then we are so stressed, frustrated, and it's just like going to the burnout. So why this topic is so important? Because if you are serious SEO freelancers, like you will not survive without setting the right prices, and this is something that there after a few years of the SEO freelancing, you will see like this is like the most common mistakes you are currently doing. And whenever the new offer you need to create, you are basically making the same mistakes. I will go through the most common mistakes that SEO freelancers are doing, and that is firstly hourly rates. As long as we are charging our clients per hour, it's not going to work. Like we are not making like any changes, even like we are improving and increasing our hourly rates from like 20 to 30, 40, like you can increase it like in every direction you want, but it's not going to work. And as you can already see, it's not going to work because the base is a mistake. When we are talking about SEO service, if the base is like how much hours we are going to spend, we are having totally different and mistaken conversation with our SEO clients, because we need to talk about results, we need to talk about the leads that are coming, we need to talk about sales, new customers, like new these things. If we are stuck talking constantly about like, hourly rates, are we going to spend like 10 hours, 15, 20, and then clients are saying like, can we go a little bit under, then we can provide the deliverables, we are not happy, there is no results, and in the end of why? Because we didn't we are talking more about hourly rates than the SEO value and worth and like the SEO results. So it's not going to work, and of course that like it's constantly it's very uncomfortable to constantly increase the prices, because we are not feeling ready. And even I know that a lot of SEOs are thinking, like from the next project, from the next client, from the next offer, I will increase the price. The moment when you need to create this offer, you're constantly decreasing, because and there is a big psychology why the pricing is so uncomfortable, because pricing is talking about the most vulnerable thing about us, and that is our value value as a personal SEO consultant. It's talking about our human value and our service. Whenever we are talking about our value, it's so vulnerable, and that is something that we want to avoid, because it's so scary that someone is saying like, hey, you are worth like 500, and then if I'm charging them like 1,000, they will say like you are too costly. But it's not too costly, like you are not good enough for that price, you're not worthy of that price, so it's not about money, it's not about price, it's about like what is below that, like what they are saying to us, and we don't want to feel rejected, we will do everything just to not feel rejected. Even in the relationships, in the same is like with the SEO clients, we are constantly avoiding like these feelings. Even that is like the most funny thing, we are rejecting ourselves every day. every day, every morning, with every email, with every invoice, with every client, we are rejecting ourselves just to not feel rejected by the others, by our client. The good thing and the good news about this is that like feeling of rejection is the same. Even I'm rejecting myself or another person is rejecting me, we are feeling the same feeling, because like there is no one specific feeling for rejection when I'm rejecting myself. You're not saying like what I want and like which price I want to put, and then when others are rejecting me, we feel the same. So in the end of the day, we are rejecting ourselves and others are rejecting us, we feel the same. Okay, so the second mistake is about past experiences. Like we are charging our SEO service for 4, 5, 6 years, and like we used to on the same prices. We are increasing a little bit, but like what we are not incorporating all the experience, all the knowledge, all the SEO courses, all the things that we are putting in our head, constantly learning, everyday videos, testimonials, case studies from others, reading, learning, so many things, and we are not incorporating that in our value. So as long as we are constantly comparing ourselves and new prices with our old prices, it's not going to work, because our worth of us, it's not going to be increased, because we are not working on our personal development or our capacity of our confidence, like how much I'm worth. And I know if I'm, for example, pricing my online program for 1,000, I know like whoever don't want to come and like see the value, like it's not me, it's there. And I'm totally okay if others are not seeing the value, because I know my value, I know what they are getting there. The same is with SEO clients. And you know how much that is worth. You know how much hours you're going to spend, how much energy, time, and attention you are going to commit to that client. You know that like price is definitely much more high, or even like doubled, but you are so scared, and of course we are all scared to put the pricing that is suitable for that. But again, it will not be finished and completed but like the next client. It needs to be completed with the I'm talking too much. It needs to be completed by working on our confidence, on our word, that I'm totally okay. Even when I'm saying this price, I know what you are getting. And I know that if you are saying no, it's about that you didn't see the value. And you didn't see the value, the 50-50 is responsibility. Like our responsibility as a SEO consultant to provide the real SEO value that they can get, but other 50% responsibility is 50% of responsibility is on them, because we can't take like 100% of responsibility. They have, they have own perspectives and like these kinds of things. So instead of constantly waiting for something, when waiting to be burnout, we really need to see what we are really doing with this pricing and make it more comfortable, and like this pricing thing, like it came even like from the salary and how much you are earning. We are constantly hiding these numbers, because if you're saying like, hey, I'm earning like 10,000 euros, like, oh, you are fake, you are thinking like this. And people who are earning a lot of money, like they are not saying it, so it's constantly hiding. And of course that when we need to come to that sales call and when we need to present our offer, and like even people are doing like even bigger mistakes, like they are sending the referral, they are sending the proposal, and they're not even talking with the client live here, like online, doesn't matter. And of course it's much more easier to client not see the value, but again, it's much more easier to put the price in the email and send it, then just like come to the call, say me the price, and I will see, like where you are not seeing the value. So I will get the feedback, and then with the next client I can make the SEO parts of the offer much more understandable, and then the next client can understand and see the value, and you can sell the service. So even like that salary thing for all the SEOs who have been working in the past, it's much more harder now to increase your prices and to really put the proper pricing that will not lead you to the burnout and not to be frustrated is because when we were getting salaries in our SEOs jobs, like other people are deciding for you how much you're worth, and they are saying like this will be your salary, and it's not about you. And now it seems so much harder to really price my work, and like put the price behind that, especially with all the experience, with all the things and knowledge we have, because it's much more tension, it's much more pressure. And before it was much more easier to, like to get the price, and like even if you are working for an agency and other SEO clients are not seeing the value, it's much more easier to feel like, like they rejected the agency, but it's not about me. But now I'm presenting my work, and like they are going to reject me, and they will tell me that it's not worth it, and we are constantly avoiding this. So as you can see, it's not about strategy, tactics, baiting, it's much more about our confidence. And you will see, like whenever people are saying their prices, they are very confident, and like these premium prices are there for the confident people, and this is something that we need to accomplish. And I remember, like when I was working as a head of SEO, I had some clients on my on the another side, and basically my prices were, like 100 for the SEO audit, cheap SEO audits, working for 7 clients, they were paying me like 150, and I was burning myself, like with these prices, and I didn't have my life, I didn't have my freedom, I was constantly busy, I was constantly frustrated, but like it was so hard to increase the prices. And I was constantly thinking, I need to wait for the next client project, blah, blah, blah. No, it's completely opposite, like the psychology is not working there. It's something that we need to work to be able to price so definitely when you are experienced SEO freelancers, if you are going with the SEO prices below 1,000, it's not going to work in your favor of your family, friends, and like everybody. We really need to set ourselves for a higher level, for new standard, to really be comfortable in these conversations. That is something that we are also constantly practicing, like with ourselves. For example, we are practicing this on my online program, coaching for people when they are coming and saying like, hey, this is the price I want to bid, and they are getting the feedback. For example, on Wednesday, we are going to talk and practice even like the sales calls, how I'm leading these kinds of things, how to set up that price, because the price, in the end of the day, we are making this price up, like we are imagine that, but we are constantly thinking, like how much others are pricing, and like our mind is stuck with other, ways. And I will stop talking now because I'm already talking like 12 minutes, but I'm so, I'm so passionate about these things, because I see how many mistakes SEOs are doing, especially putting like some cheap SEO audits, not pricing the SEO audits, these kinds of things. This is just like going to lead us to the burnout, and probably you were experiencing the burnout for a few times, myself. So to be able to change something, I need to start thinking differently, to be able to approach my SEO freelancing as a independent SEO consultant that will earn enough money, have the freedom, have time for our partners, family, and friends to really enjoy, because that is why we exit the SEO jobs, full-time jobs, and we went to SEO freelancing. But we need to change that employee mindset to the SEO freelancing mindset to really see. So I will stop talking here. Let me know about your questions, your specific situations, you can put here, and this video will be on the YouTube. You can send me, I will also can record another video for you, because I really want to start talking about this, and that is something that we need, because there is no scaling in the way that we want if we are not pricing in the proper way. And I will see you in the next episode.